Pulitzer Prize winner and Fox News contributor Judy Miller. I'm sure you've had your personal data torn inside out by the government.
Yes.
Fox Business senior correspondent Charlie Gasparino.
I probably have to, and I just don't know it.
I just don't know it. But Judy, you were sitting there shaking your head when you heard Alan talk about how anxious he is and all that's out there. Where does this story lead us?
Oh, it's going to lead us into the biggest investigation into an internal collapse of a system that I think we've seen in a long, long time. What was breached was the standard Form 86s. These is 127 pages of documents, information that the people who were applying for classifications, for jobs, for transfers.
Wait. Per person?
Per person. 127 pages worth of documents about with whom they associated, families, relatives, personal information. This stuff leads who knows where, and the fact that this information was not encrypted, was not authenticated, was not protected is just shocking. Mike Hayden, the former CIA director, NSA director, said, look, if I could have gotten that information from the Chinese, I would have done it in a minute. Bad on us. This is not about China. This is about us and our incompetence.
Charlie, members of Congress are taking out LifeLock, to protect themselves now because they are so worried about this.
Does that work, that stuff, the LifeLock
Apparently it does up to a point. Does anything work? Is the question.
I will say this. I think government is, what this obviously shows is how late government is into this game of protecting against cyber fraud. I mean, the banks, they've been attacked, like J.P. Morgan, Citigroup. They've been
hundreds
attacked
of times a day.
Hundreds of times a day. And, sometimes you get through, but basically there hasn't been a real major breach where people lost money, where the average guy had his bank account depleted or securities account depleted. So maybe this is time for government to take a page from private industry and essentially see what J.P. Morgan is doing well or better than government is doing.
But they don't do this as well as the government does. That was the line that Mike Rogers, the former congressman, was selling when he was encouraging private companies to come in and speak to the government about encrypting their data.
We need a contest.
But is it true? Is it true that they don't do better than
this? Is what he said. The Defense Department does this better than anyone. Trust us. I'm now saying it's time to verify.
Well, I think we need to bring in the private sector and start a contest, like an X Factor contest. All right, Judy, Charlie, thank you very much.